Hello, everybody. I am so sorry for being tardy. Tardy to my own party. uh, I am so sorry. You guys see my water bottle up here and everything. Let me get a drink before I start saying hello to folks. I'm hoping you guys can hear me well. Please give me a thumbs up. I don't want to try to project too much, but give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm still working on a mic, so I don't want to have to project a whole lot of volume, but I'm hoping you guys can hear me pretty well. Okay, thank you so much, Day. I appreciate it. So let me say my hellos and get started. Um, Day, hi, thank you so much. Oh, I gotta show you guys something. Um, Sherlock Souls, thank you. Colleen, thank you so much for coming. Kim, thank you so much for coming. Whew. Angel, hey girl. Hey Melissa. Katie Crafts, thank you so much for coming. We got the Nightbot in effect. Um, and who so like Crumb, Susan, hello, thank you. Hello, Mary, thank you so much for coming. Guys, and thank you for all those who are not in the chat but that yet watching. Thank you so much for joining us. If you do not know me, I am your girl Stephanie, aka Sassy Steph of Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. And I truly do appreciate you guys joining me here on this Tuesday. Colleen said it's a bad time to paint some fingernails. That's okay, Kim. We do understand. Go ahead and lurk today. Colleen and Melissa are in full effect. I hope you guys are doing well today. Give you a brief update so I hopefully don't have to keep going about it. There are going to be times when I just cannot make it to a live. It may be a day or a weekly, I don't know. When my condition decides to flare up, and in this case, what had happened was, as you already know, I already told you several times that I hadn't been feeling well, but I keep pushing through. And that pushing through, that disobedience, caused me to end up at the hospital and getting some treatments. And I am just super duper excited for those treatments. But unfortunately, as of yesterday, I started getting back really fatigued. Today I was fatigued, but I had a couple of errands to run, so I really didn't get like a nap in. I did get one in earlier today. So I'm gonna make this live super duper short. Fortunately, I could not stand up at the long arm long enough to do any quilts. And besides, if you saw my studio, it is a plethora of a mess. And that's because I am working on two memory quilts for a customer. And yeah, a lot of clothes. A lot of clothes. So yeah, so we already said everybody is, and I'm hoping I'm projecting loud enough. So let's get into rulers. You guys are, and it doesn't have to be long arm rulers because some of these rulers can be used both on a domestic, mid arm, and long arm. And then some of the rulers, I know Angela's earlier rulers were you had to get either the long arm or the domestic, okay? So all of these that I'm about to show you are the ones that, of course, I have. And I'm going to tell you which ones are my favorite. Now, starting off, you just got your long arm, okay? Or you just got your mid arm, or you know, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do this on my sewing machine. If you're one of those, you do not, I repeat, say it with me. Let me repeat myself first. You do not. Now, your turn. You say, I do not. I'm trusting that you said it. You do not have to have all these rulers. And I'm going to explain to you the rulers that I have and some of the functions that they may or may not, what functions that they do. And some of them are specialty. And that's why I have them. Hey, Miss Topaz, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, you do not have to have all these rulers. Now, I can't tell you why I got a lot of them because all of them I have not used. The majority of them I have not used, but I plan on using. So, in quilts and stuff like that. So let's start off with the ones that I have from the Quilted Pineapple, and I have to say her rulers are my absolute favorite. I have this one is called, in the description I do have them listed, but I do not have them linked, so I will work on that later. This one is called the QP Edge, and it is a 5-inch ruler. This one, I'm trying to make sure, is my all-time favorite. It fits in my hand beautifully, and I feel like I do not have to fight. And I have long fingers, so I do not have to fight with the ruler when I have this on. Now, of course, when it comes to rulers, I have to get up. Because I want to show you, when it comes to rulers for a long arm, not for domestic or not for a mid arm. The mid arms, as you know, are the tables. They have the long arm and a big table, and you do not need what I'm about to show you. So give me one quick second. Thank you, Colleen. She did post her website. Leave it to your girl to forget. Leave it to me to forget, but that's okay. I am right here. Okay, and while I'm standing, y'all, this shirt right here, I've not been able to wear it since 2019, y'all. And I know that for a fact because I got this shirt to wear when me and my husband renewed our vows and we decided to finally take a honeymoon. So I got this shirt, and at that time, I had to squeeze up into this shirt. That shirt was like, woohoo! And my arms are poked out and everything. It's still a little snug on the arm, but this part I have room to play with. Let me not show you my stomach because your girl still got ways to go until she meet her goal. But yay! I am doing so well, and I'm happy about that. But anywho, you didn't come here for weight loss information. You came here for rulers. This one, for a long arm, you need a ruler base. You have to have a ruler base. You cannot do ruler work without a ruler base. I have two. This one is I think this is a 10 or 9-inch ruler base. This is specifically for my machine. So this one, and I recently got a new one, and it's this big baby right here. So I can have more space. This one is 18-inch, and holding them both up. Boop, and you have to have a ruler base because Handi If you don't, I don't know what you're gonna be doing, okay? Just disrespectful. Watch out, Benson. Cause I can't help it if this comes clunking you on your head. It was just a ruler that fell. Okay, so this is the 5-inch. This one is the 12-inch, and it's by yeah, this is the 12-inch. Where's the other one? I'm trying to see. By 2.5. This is a 12 by 2.5-inch ruler. Now I do like this one, but the longer they get, even though my fingers are long, when you're working on it, sometimes it has a tendency to want to slide. So you do, just like when you're cutting, you do have to inch up and down the ruler. But when I'm using this one, I can just put my fingers or my palm and I just go on about my business. I also have the 15-inch or 16-inch. I like this one. I think it's the 15 or 16. 16-inch. Like this one, especially when I'm doing ditch work. But again, got to inch up the ruler. This is my next favorite one from the Quilted Pineapple. This one is 4 inches by 8. And again, it's a nice size right for my hand. And I can, do some nice work with this as well. So these are my favorite straight rulers. Well, these are all the ones I have from the Quilted Pineapple anyway. But these two are my favorite. The 5-inch and the 4-inch by 8-inch. Those are my favorite. I also have some curved rulers from her. This is my favorite curve ruler, and for smaller projects, it's called the BFF. Love it. And this is a 12-inch curve, and here is a 15-inch curve. Now, I've used the curves when I was working on what is that? Dream Big panel. I'm sorry. The Dream Big panel. So when I needed to go around a curve for the flower petals, this was, fun and easy to work with for that. And that's all my rulers from the Quilted Pineapple. The next set of rulers I have is only 2 rulers, and it's from Peace and Quilt. Everybody know Natalia Bonner over here on YouTube. I have 2 of her rulers. I have the mini 4-in-1. Again, I could use this for curves, and it has a little, you can use this edge for curves, and then you can use this edge right here for a straight line. She does have a place where you can hook your presser foot, and you do different kind of designs with it. Here is the inside out ruler, which goes right in here. So if you're doing an inside curve and then an outside of a curve, you have the rulers that you need for that. Okay, there is a question. Thank you guys for saying I look good and fantastic and woohoo. So yes, how and where do you store all those rulers? I do have them hanging on my wall, and then some of them I do have like on a table that's on the side of my Longarm. I recently saw an attachment for a domestic machine that makes circles, but it's for a Bernina, which I do not have. I gotta see that one, Mary. The next ruler, do you do more ruler work or computer? A lot of times For customers, I just do computer. I do not do custom for customers, or I'll do a meander for the customer. Other than that, they all get computer. For myself, on my own quilts, I do a lot. I love ruler work, so I do that. And my goal is to really dive deep into free motion quilting. So I'm getting there. It's slow but surely. But next year, year 20, where are we in 22? 2023, it belongs to the feather. I'm going to wear you guys out. I cannot at this moment do a feather to save my life. So you guys are going to come along with me on that journey from the beginning, January 1. I'm hoping I'll be able to do a video, might do a New Year's video or something like that, or short, showing you my beginnings, the beginning of the feather. And by the end of the year, I plan to have feathered down like no tomorrow. So I'm gonna need your guys' encouragement. I'm gonna need your help, and please don't tell me it looks good when it don't. Just say, "Girl, keep on working." Say, "Keep on working." The next ruler I have is by Bold Notion Quilting. This one is called the Stunning Straight Edge. This one is like a 1.5-inch ruler. I really thought I was gonna like this ruler, and it's not a bad ruler, but the extra inch and a half, or I think this is 2 inches, and the other one is a 2.5 inch. That half an inch on there, it helps. It helps my hand. So somebody with probably a smaller hand or with shorter fingers, this ruler will probably work great for you. Now, one thing I do like about her ruler compared to my Quilted Pineapple rulers, let's hold this one up. Though she has these lines on here, I can't tell you if they were 45 degree or whatever. I wouldn't know. But on the Bold Notion one, she has all of them marked. She has a 75 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, 30 degree. So I like that. And she also have like going up the side, a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and goes on. She has it all labeled. So that part about her ruler I absolutely love, but unfortunately it doesn't have it on actually any other ruler that I have. Any other rulers that I have. It's the only one that has those markings. Now I'm sure if I go look at the instructions, because she sends you a couple pages of instructions with every ruler you get, I'm for sure she might tell me what line that is, because these are great for like cross hatching and stuff like that. I'm certain that's what she's advertising those for. So the next set of rulers, let me make sure there's no one else. Sherlock Souls, I can't wait to see you learn the feather. Girl, me either. You know what? I have tried, Sherlock. I have tried my best to learn feathers. And in fact, one day I'm going to show you, I thought I had it down on paper, but then all of a sudden when I went to go put it on, it did like my finger, so it just did not come out right. It didn't come out right. So I'm going to need some more help with that. Need some more help. Miss Topaz said it looks like 45 degrees. And I think so. I'm thinking it may be, let me see. I wonder if I can set this down. If I line it up on here and I look, and it does look like a 45-degree angle. Girl, you got some good eyes. To see all you got some good eyes. So yeah, it does look like 45, and it's on all of the rulers like that. The next step, I hope you show another computerized stitch, Stephanie. I was memorized when I watched your other videos. I will, Mary. I will. I just have to be able to stand and get up at it. The next two rulers are from Handi Quilter, and remember I used to have the Handi Quilter, so these are the rulers that I kept, and it is the Handi VersaTool. This ruler was the bee's knees until I got my little straight edge ruler. I love this ruler. I love it because it has the stops on here, and then it also has these little hooks on here where you can put your presser foot in. It also has a triangle here. It does have all the markings, and you can do clamshells with it, triangles. You got some curves. Like this is the outside curve with inside curve, and you got a straight edge. So you have like, this is probably like a 1, 2, 3, 4 in one, and then you have these things right here where you can do help you control doing circles. So you can do a plethora of designs using this ruler, which I really do like. Now this is one that I can say I'm not gonna say it's not my favorite. Let me put it that way. It's not my favorite, but I can understand its point, because like if you're doing stitch in a ditch and you need to be like, you want to start here and then go, you're at the bottom of that the quilt, or at the top of the quilt, if you go here or here, you can just take that right angle and keep on working. So I do get it, but it's just not my favorite, because 9 times with a straight edge, I'm working on that one side, and then I just flip that ruler and just keep on going. So I don't know. So it's okay. It's an okay ruler. It's just not my favorite. But it's a right edge ruler, right angle ruler, I'm sorry. And again, it is by Handi Quilter. Now I'm getting into my specialty rulers. I don't think I have any more. All my other rulers are for just sewing, my regular sewing, but these are getting to the last of the Longarm rulers. Again, you do not have to have all these rulers. I have the VersaTool. I'm learning ruler work on my domestic. That's Miss Topaz. Yes. Hey, Joe Carmel. Thank you so much. She said, I'm listening. Thank you so much for coming and listening. I hope I didn't miss anyone else in the chat. The next set of rulers are by my girl, my sister, Sariditty over. She's more on Instagram. She's not over here on YouTube. But yes, Sariditty, phenomenal quilter, had made some rulers. Now the rulers I have are specifically used for the long arm, but she also makes these for the domestic and the mid arm. I believe all the ones that I've shown you so far can work for both. Yeah, they can work for both. But these right here are specifically for the long arm. And I think Bold Notions also, I'm not 100%, but I think they also make some for the specific for long arm versus mid arm. I'm not 100% sure. But the Handi Quilter, since they do make the sit down and mid arms and stuff like that, you can use it on both. Joe Carmel, I stated earlier that I am feeling, a little bit stronger, but I did not take my nap and all that kind of stuff earlier today. So I'm getting as you see, you'll probably see that I'm getting kind of going downhill quick, but that's okay. It's okay. I want to hurry up and finish for you guys. But this is from Sariditty. These rulers that I'm about to show you, these are all specialty rulers. meaning I have to have a project in order to do these. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I bought these because they were on sale, okay? Bottom was on sale, and I wanted to support my sister. So this one is called the Cinched Arc, and again, it has these. This curve is a little bit deep versus a slight curve. So I believe it's a good thing to have. Again, this is a deeper curve, and this is a very small curve. Just a little bit of curve. So this one again is called the Cinched Arc. This one is if you like doing piano keys, if you like doing anything with just like pretty much with straight lines. This one is called the linear channel ruler. You can do, or what is it called? The matchstick. You can also work with these. This is 2 pieces. It comes with this straight ruler. Again, it has all of the degrees on it, but they're not marked. So you got to know your degree. And then it comes inside this channel. So if you want to do different, you can make a rectangle in the middle of like negative space, and you can put like ribbon candy or what is the other one called, figure 8 up in here. Do different kind of designs. She's known for a lot of if you're familiar with Carly Porter, with all the graffiti quilting, Sariditty is a phenomenal graffiti quilter. So a lot of her rulers reflect that style. So you can make a design and then this space and then fill it in with some graffiti quilting. The next one is her Paradign 60-degree triangles. Now she did have a Paradign fabric line out, so a lot of triangles. So that's what this is. This ruler was meant for. Here's the insert for it, for a medium triangle, large triangle, medium triangle, and then it comes to a smaller triangle. And it does have the marks. It has your 1/4 inch marks on here as well. Yes, most domestics are low shank. The type of ruler is related to if you have a high shank or low shank. The high shank uses the same rulers as a Longarmer. The low shank machines use a different thickness. Absolutely correct. And it is not the same thickness as a regular ruler. Your cutting ruler. So okay, and my last ruler from Sariditty is called Lotus Pebbles. This is a lotus shape, which is nothing but a big teardrop, or this way or this way, regardless which way it is. If you want to do just the shape, or this is just the shape, and this is just the shell of the shape. And then it also has circles. You have 1 inch circle, 3/4 inch circle, and a 1/2 inch circle. If you're not good at making your own pebbles, you can make little circles like that. And that's all I have from Sariditty. I have 2 more rulers to show you guys. This, out of all the Angela Walters rulers, this one was my favorite because I'm not gonna say it was. I'm gonna say it was my favorite. I only got this one ruler. I purchased this one because I suck at serpentine lines. And I wanted to get the shape, and if I did it a couple times with a ruler, I would definitely know how to do it. And this one is called Squiggy. Squiggy. Yes, Squiggy. It's by Creative Grids. It's the CGRQ TA4. And I believe, again, this ruler was made in both low and high shank. Her newer rulers that's coming out are only made for the long arm. There was a decision made by Creative Grids that she said. So, yeah. And I like it because just like the Creative Grid rulers, it does have the grip on the back of the rulers. It does have the lines and everything that you need to start the serpentine line, and you can, of course, you can do like little waves and stuff like that with it too, as well. Thank you, Colleen. She said she'll email me the shop links. I do appreciate that. Yes, a lot of domestics do have high shanks. You have to know which shank you have, okay, guys? Correct. Yes. Angel said Creative Grids is no longer making low shank for Angela Walters. So if you have a low shank and you want to get some of her older rulers, and if she have them in stock or you see them online or whatever, you better grab them. You better grab them. The last set of rulers came in a pack, and I did get it from is it Longarm Supplies net.net, Linda's Electric Quilters. I can't remember their name. Angel, you know their name? I can't remember. But these are called crosshatch circle template set. I happened to see Cody using these, and I was like, oh my gosh. I wish I could direct you to the video that he was using these with. I can't. It was a while ago. It was many months ago. So I could, and I probably was going back looking at some older videos. I'm trying to get it on rubber banded. That's what I'm doing. But they come in these little rings. This one is a half an inch. This goes around your presser foot. And he was making beautiful circles. He did make some circles with it, but what he was doing, say for instance, you wanted to do a clam. Let's use it. Let me tell you the sizes first. This is a 3/4 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, 1 1/2 inch, inch. What? Am I saying that word wrong? Inch. It sounds like I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. Inch. I don't know. And this is the one. No, this is 1 3/4. What am I missing one? Oh no. And 1 3/4. So I saw I'm going to snatch a tie. I'll take this paper off. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. So say I wanted to do a clamshell, and now just imagine that since I can't see, that I'm lining this tie, this line is going across here. I'm lining this up with the bottom of this tie. Now again, I cannot see. Okay, so I can line that up. That's the edge. This is gonna be a poor example, but you can see I'm gonna draw with my finger first. I can take my presser foot and go around the outside edge to make that clamshell. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope you can see what I'm talking about. Well, maybe if I move my fingers. Okay, there it is. You can use your presser foot and go around the edge of these circles. And they're good for when you have smaller quilts that have you have boxes or squares, and you're like, you know what, I want to do that continuous, scallop looking design. You know how you go from corner to corner like that. They're perfect for even that design. So that's why I got those, because I needed something for some squares that I was working on, and my freehand of that is not the best. So if I can cheat and use a ruler for it, I certainly will. I certainly will. Okay, Linda Quilters is what that link is for. Thank you. She said I have a few left. Oh, wait a minute. Angel has something. Angel, what do you have? I have a few left. What do you have a few left of? $14 watching and 14 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'll my other channel also after hubby is done chatting. So that is all the rulers that I have. All the rulers that I have. I'm telling you guys, don't need all of these. It is best if you had to have a ruler, make sure you get one straight edge. Of course, if possible, if you can go into a place that deals with like rulers, they have them there where you can play with them. A lot of times, like Handi Quilter, they put theirs in these odd packages, so you really can't hold it to make sure that it fits your hand well. And that's the only thing that happens. That I hate about having to order stuff online, because sometimes I hate returning things, but I will. So it's hard to judge which size is best for you. Like this, of course, this is for a larger quilt that has curves versus this one. You can get away with it. So I will always recommend, if you're gonna get something, make sure you get a medium size, or if you're doing smaller quilts and that's the only thing you're gonna do, get a small and a medium. But if you know you're eventually gonna get larger quilts, maybe get a small or a large, or a medium and a large, because you want to make sure that you have that range covered for yourself. Do it necessarily have to be by the same people? No. There are people now, quilters, that are making their own rulers. And you might find something that you like. There are people out there designing their own rulers. So once you find those people like that, and if you want to be a blessing and invest in their product, go ahead and do so. But I would tell you to absolutely make sure. Again, I said I bought all these specialty rulers because, one, I was supporting my sister and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I got most of them. But I do plan on using them on quilts as well. These cross hash marks, yes, block any kind of square on a quilt. If I'm custom making it, especially for myself, custom design quilting it, I'm gonna need these. So I know, and there's other things that I can do with these as well. So yes, definitely that. There's also the straight rulers. Get the ones that your hand can control the best. I can't stress that enough. Get those that fit your hand the best. Hands down, out of all my rulers, I will have to say my Quilted Pineapple ones are totally my favorite. But then also the one by Handi Quilter, that Versa ruler, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Is that the Eric Oda blocks behind you? Yes, it is. These are my 5252 blocks, but unfortunately they got to come down tomorrow. And then I get to play with them again after I make these quilts, because I need to lay out the design for this quilt that I'm making. And I know Lisa Capin had gave me this beautiful idea for this quilt. It's an old quilt that she made about 4 years ago, so I'm pretty much copying her. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, so these are the blocks for that. I had a ball working with most of these blocks. I think it was a couple of them that I absolutely just dreadfully hated. This one was one of them. That one vexed me so that I had to make sure I put 2 Peter 1 and 4 to remind me of the promises of God, okay? So I had that one was a booger bear, because I never made that quilt block before, so that one was a real tough one for me to make. Another one. Where is that dang on quilt block? Oh, these Y seams. No, it was one called Confusion. Oh, this one. That block didn't come out nothing like. It was called Confusion block. What had happened was I didn't watch the video all the way through. Happened to watch the video and I was doing what he was doing, and then he was like, "Oh, I made a mistake," and he went back and fixed it. I wasn't fixing it. It was called Confusion, so mine stayed confused. Okay, it stayed confused. This was my introduction back into applique. I think that was it. Was there another? It was another block that I don't know if you guys can see this one. This one right here. This one is I don't know what he called that block, and I call myself Fussy Cut These Eagles. It's not my favorite block, but my favorite block is up there, the Churn Dash. So I am looking forward to working this quilt out and trying to arrange it where it is aesthetically pleasing, and finding a color sashing that will, that I can plop in every now and then to make the block square, or the quilt square, I'm sorry. So we'll see. But again, it has to come down because I got to get these 2 memory quilts done. Only thing I have to do now is I did all the stabilizing today. I had to go pick up a couple more items from the customer. So I have 4 more items to stabilize. She did give me about 4, 8, 16 ties that I am going to. Since she bought me the clothes, I don't think I'm going to cut the ties. I think what I'm going to end up, I'm thinking, but I might decide to cut maybe 4 for each quilt, so they can be a border around the the label. So that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Courtney. So that's what I'm thinking that I want to do. Hey, Teresa Louise. Thank you guys so much for coming. Um, yeah, so that's what I was planning on doing, but I'm not 100% sure because some of the ties are really, really nice, and it's always hard to try to get rid of your loved one's clothing, and let alone trusting someone to cut them up and then to make you a quilt out of them. It's hard. And he passed away back in January. When my daughter passed, I just knew for a fact. I knew for a fact I was going to make bed runners. I never wanted to make a full size quilt. I wanted to make bed runners for our bed, my daughter's bed, and my son's bed. And then with the leftovers, I wanted to make pillows for key people that were in her life. So we had one for her best friend, her grandma, my siblings that decided to make the trip to North Carolina for her funeral. It was somebody else. Oh, and the youth leaders. So and of course my pastor. So it took me. She passed in 2015. It took me until last year to actually be able to sit down and touch her clothes, without crying, So once I got to that point, that's when I knew that I was ready. But the hardest part, even with this gentleman clothes, I never met the guy. I never met his daughter. Even for his clothes, the hardest part was making that first cut. So once you get past that first cut, it's easy peasy. Easy peasy. So guys, I am not going to keep you. I've been jabbering on, even though I know I started a little late. Technology issues, no it wasn't. I was over there stabilizing, and then I was like, oh my God, the time. And then I was like, oh my goodness, this thing is not set up right. So I was on the struggle bus. On the struggle bus, okay? Yeah, so before I let you guys go, anybody have any questions about the rulers or anything that I stated? Oh, again, I do want to stress that I cannot tell you 1,000%. Like one day, when I reach 500, I'll just have a community tab. I have a community tab, and I will go ahead and let you guys know, okay? But until then, sometimes I have to just rely on a short. And last week, I was really trying. I was just really going to push through, but I got to the point where I just could not. And at that point in time, I was even going to do the short from the hospital. And I was like, that's a little too ratchet. I'm not going to do that. So, yeah. So I did not do that. And, yeah. I'm good. I believe I'll be here Friday. I think I do have a special guest that's coming with me that'll be here on Friday if things are still on schedule. I will have to check and see, and I definitely have to make sure that I am feeling well. So, yes, we are at 343. We are growing. Thank you so much. And I also want to give a shout out to Melissa, who did hit her 500. Congratulations. And Courtney, she hit her 300. They're over. Both of them are over. Teresa, she hit her. Teresa, are you at 2,000 or 3,000? 2,000, I think, right? So, yes, we are all growing together, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I am going to go ahead and end this live. I love you guys all so much. Thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate it. And, yeah, keep on praying for your girl, okay? Keep on praying for your girl. So until everybody is saying congratulations to everybody. They do deserve that, guys. Congratulations to those ladies. Yeah. No problems, Day. I do appreciate it. Sherlock Souls, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, Teresa said she did hit two. Yes, 2,000, guys. That's a huge feat. A huge feat. I know Angel is very close to it as well. So, woohoo! If you don't know who Angel is, she is over at Halo Inspirations. Go give my girl some love, okay? So, yes, congratulations to everybody. So, guys, until Friday,